Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to go over the next round of these rankings for the 2016 season. So yeah, let's get into it. Player number 13 is Jamaal Charles. This is kind of a risk because of his injury and the committee there, because Charcandrick West really proved himself towards the end of the season. But it looks like they're going to keep him and he's going to be the guy. So number 13, Jamaal Charles. The next guy is Allen Robinson. He was perfect last season, nearly, when he averaged 10 or more fantasy points in his last 11 of 12 games. So he's going to have another great year. They're going to use him a lot, and yeah, he works well with the Bortles. Get him. The next guy is Jordy Nelson. He's coming off of a big injury, but he should bounce back pretty well. Reports have been good. The Green Bay offense really was not the same without him, and he's going to be used a lot. I expect him to get at least 85 receptions for 1,300 yards or so. So he's going to have a great year, and the offense is going to need him back. The next guy is Carlos Hyde. This guy could be a pretty good steal because they're going to use him a lot in San Francisco with Chip Kelly's offense, and he's very good in the zone, so he's going to get a lot of touchdowns. So yeah, he should have a pretty good year. Let's hope. Bold prediction. Next guy is AJ Green. He was a bit of a bust last year, but in 3 of the last 4 seasons, he's had double-digit touchdowns. So he should come back strong and hopefully have another good year. He's the #1 receiver in Cincinnati. So yeah. Next guy is Brandon Marshall. I'm a Jets fan, so this might be a little biased, but still, he's a great receiver. He's the #1 down there. He works well with Eric Decker, and yeah, Eric Decker is also a good guy to get, but Brandon Marshall is the guy in New York. Next is Alshon Jeffrey. He's a very talented receiver, and I guess we'll give him a second chance. Not count last year because he was injured for pretty much the whole season. But this year is going to be really important for him because if he does well, he could get a contract extension, and he's going to step it up. I can feel it. Next is Doug Martin. He had 1,400 rushing yards last year. That was a lot. He had a great season. I'm only putting him so low because he doesn't get as many touchdowns as you would hope for, and also he has to deal with Charles Sims, who's not the main guy, but he's also a very talented back who's going to be used. So yeah, Doug Martin's still going to be great. Next is Devonta Freeman. He pretty much did amazing the whole season, even though he slowed down after the first few games. But he still had 1,600 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns with a lot of receptions too. So they're still going to use him. He's very talented, really quick. Yeah, great back. Next is Eddie Lacy. Reports have shown that he's in shape and he could become the same back that he was before he gained a lot of weight and was not the same last year. So expect vintage Eddie Lacy this season. He could be a steal. Next is C.J. Anderson. This is a bit of a risk, but towards the end of the year, Kubiak's offense seemed to be working out pretty well, and he averaged 6.3 yards per carry over the second half of the season. So hopefully that'll pick up at the start of this season. It obviously didn't last year, but we'll give him a second chance. Mike Evans is the last pick of this preliminary mock draft of the first 2 rounds. He had 9 drops last season, but he still had 150 targets. And Jameis Winston loved throwing it to him. He's a very physical receiver. So as long as he fixes his drops issue, he could be one of the best receivers in the league. So this was the part 2 of my early rankings for 2016 fantasy. Yeah, just stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching. Peace.